We're back with our series, Mind Matters. Often in communities of color, access to mental health resources can feel out of reach.
So one man came up with a whole new way to offer help, and Carson is here with that story.
Hi, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for having me. I spoke to an inspiring teacher in Los Angeles about the creative ways that he's bringing those desperately needed resources to his own community.
Whenever you decide to go to therapy, whatever you do, you want to know the questions to ask to find the right therapist for you. But a lot of times we don't know the questions to ask.
For BJ Williams, mental health is a calling.
So, BJ, your friends and family know you as the mental health guy, huh? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm the mental health guy. My initial intro into therapy was actual couples therapy with a girlfriend. During that time, my older brother died by suicide. And I left that relationship and a week later got into individual therapy.
Why do you think people aren't forthcoming about going to therapy?
There's a stigma behind it, especially in black and brown communities, especially amongst men. And so it's one of those things that are, stigmatized and that we're afraid to say because it's either you're crazy, you're on pills, or we write it off.
But instead of writing it off, BJ kept the conversation going. As a teacher at Jefferson High School in South Central Los Angeles, he saw his students struggling with their mental health.
I'm in the underserved, what would be considered poverty level community at a high school that's one of the oldest high schools in LA. And I know the makeup of the school is mainly Hispanic Latino. We lack resources here, we lack school materials here, we lack a bunch of things.
According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, Black Americans are 20% more likely to experience mental health issues, but are less likely to receive mental health help. And more than half of Hispanic young adults with serious mental illness may not receive treatment.
There is still that family stigma that the kids themselves probably recognize that their parents or their guardians probably are still on the stigma of you can't be crazy, we can't afford to be crazy, that's for white people, we don't have access, that kind of thing.
I'm reading your shirt, but tell me about that. Can I Be Vulnerable? What's the history with that?
Can I Be Vulnerable is my mental health platform. It started off as a docuseries, actually. I recorded about 50 plus black men, and I let them just talk about their mental and emotional health journey with a very personal story.
Can I be vulnerable? Yes, you can. Will you be vulnerable? Well, you should.
We did that for like a year and a half, and then it kind of evolved into some other things. We created a curriculum for high school students.
He launched the Can I Be Vulnerable bus in March. Its first stop, Jefferson High School.
How did the bus come about?
I was thinking how to further do the work. And I was like, why don't you just taco truck this thing? Why don't you just bring the people? It was a very simple concept. How about I put mental health professionals on a bus and take them to the community like the ice cream man? So we provide the community with questions to go on the bus and interview a mental health professional. So that way, when they're ready to embark on their own journey, they at least have some knowledge on what questions to ask.
When you were done with your event at Jefferson, did you hear back specifically from any students? What did they tell you?
They liked it, one. They felt it was needed, two. But more specifically, they do plan on going on a mental health journey.
Since its launch, BJ's Mental Wellness Bus has made more stops around Southern California and Las Vegas. BJ plans on keeping those conversations and his bus rolling.
That's the thing about it. If you build it, they will get there eventually. But I do think the future of it is bright. I do think this can be something that can go worldwide, honestly.
Such a great beginning to a potential business model there. I love that analogy of like the ice cream man coming through your neighborhood.
Coming right to you.
Coming right to you. BJ's incredible. We're going to air an extended cut of my talk with him in Mind Matters. We're doing a big special called Fighting the Youth Mental Health Crisis. That'll air next Monday at 11:30 a.m. on Today All Day. You can find trusted mental health resources near you if you're looking. We encourage you to visit Project Healthy Minds. I'm on the board of that. They're doing some great work helping connect you with the resources that you need. You can go to today.com/Mind Matters for that.
And the more you can take those hurdles away and make it easier and easier, I mean, that's perfect.
You got a bus, rolls in the community. It's like, wow, they're there, they care about you.
That was
That's
good.
great. Thanks, Carson.
Thank you.